Hello, gorgeous ladies of the FEMMEPIRE Masterclass. This is one piece of information I had forgotten to share with you. If it ever occurs that we break the internet, because we do that, we break the internet in my world, then you jump off, you wait for it, and I come back full force with the Alpha Femme theme song, which turns into We Broke the Internet song. We broke the internet, broke the internet. And we're back. For day 2, part 2. After having breaking the internet once more, as we do. No panic. I will always return. And we're back. And seen. We're back. All right. What were we saying? So, I didn't know how, and my goal was not even to know how to become a person who could make multi-millions of dollars in a month. When I started my journey, I really just wanted to not be sleeping in my car and to maybe meet someone I could fall in love with and to maybe heal some of the anger I had in my heart, because I walked with anger every day and I wanted to walk with something different. Never in my wildest dreams could I have planned to create what I have now. But I didn't show up saying to myself, okay, I am going to have to be a multi-millionaire. I need to be able to make $1 million a month, $2 million a month by my 33rd birthday. Or else I'm a failure. I need to have met the man of my dreams. I need to be engaged with the man of my dreams. I need to have the most amazing relationship with my family I've ever had. I have to have an empire company with all my team, all the things by my 33rd birthday. I didn't do that. And I can tell you, based on the way I am, had I done that, I probably would have failed. Because of self-sabotage, because of asking how, because asking how is one of our most life-sucking questions. It just sucks the life force right out of us. Even now, if you ask me, Melanie, how do I make $1 million a month? I'd say, honestly, I'm not quite sure how I do it yet. Because the energy that I have is what creates the millions. The strategy is the same strategy I had. It's the same strategy. But the energy has changed. Who I am has changed. What my effortless self is capable of producing has changed. What my best self has been able to produce has changed energetically. I'm a hotter oven. I can produce more heat. I can produce more power. I'm more magnetic. In my world, I call this magic on legs. Women who find their zone, it's like they're magic on legs. That's what it feels like. The magic has increased. The power has increased, but the strategy is the same. I haven't changed the way I do business. It's just who I am takes up more space in the universe. And when I watch my clients grow, it's the same thing for them. It's not like they come into my world and I say, oh, since working with Melanie and Layer, I changed this. It's like, sure, there's been some tweaks and we found out what works best. But what really changed is who you are. What really changed is what people feel when they connect with you, when they see you for the first time. What's really changed is how fast people connect, how fast people notice, how fast people question, who is that? Magic on legs. That's what's changed. Oh, well, how do I change that? You've got to stay in this zone. You've got to stay in the exponential zone. But to stay in the exponential zone, you've got to set up for long distance, not sprint. The sprint is this way. Short spurts of energy until you burn out. Then you need to rest. Then you do it again. Short spurts of energy until you run out of energy. And then you do it again. We're not going for sprint. We're going for the long run. The women who are really going to make a change in this world need to be set up to run or jog, whatever it is their pace is, but for the long run. It's a different workout. It's a different preparation. It's a different mindset. It's a different way. This stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go is where we burn out. The stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go is what makes us feel like we're always where we started, at the exact same place. When we go into the 45-degree zone, we hit the exponential power, the magic, the zone where you don't have to stop. The energy inside of you keeps going. You don't need to turn it off to rejuvenate. So what does this mean? And everyone has a certain degree of this. So this doesn't mean you've got to be able to run a marathon at 100% speed. You could leisurely walk. If that's your speed, it doesn't matter. What you can do is you can start walking very slow and trust that if you're meant to go faster, when you build your stamina, your personal best will change, and eventually you'll be able to jog, and eventually you'll be able to run. But there's no point running just because that's what you admire now, and being able to run 5 minutes, crash, burn, and fail. The old paradigm is very much, if you don't succeed, you failed. And to be honest, I really think this is why I wasn't very good at school. I don't have a high school diploma. But there's something about school that used to always make me not good enough, made me feel not good enough, is that I only had one shot. And something happens to me sometimes when I'm afraid of failure, is I can't remember. I get very nervous and I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. Not because I'm not intelligent, just because I didn't have the emotional intelligence to be afraid and intelligent at the same time. So when that test would fall in front of me in school, my entire body would shut down. I couldn't remember anything I'd studied for, and I'd fail the tests. I just couldn't do it. When emotions were high, intelligence was low. And school doesn't support if at first you don't succeed, try again. School supports, you better hope you don't fail or you're going to be held back, and then everyone will know you're a failure. Business isn't like school. You don't just try once and fail, and then you're a failure. You get to take the test as many times as you want. You try something, it didn't work out. You find out what mistakes you made. You breathe, you get more confident. You sit back down for the same test. And if you fail it, you'll find out what mistakes you made. You breathe, you get your courage back. You sit back down in front of the same test, and you do it again. And if it doesn't work out, you go back, you breathe, you learn even more about the things that you've made mistakes with. You sit back in front of the same test and you do it again. You can do this forever until you get it. Because you will, if you decide that that's what's going to happen. If you decide that that's the paradigm you're standing for. If you decide that you're going to be successful in this lifetime, even though you understand that there may be failure on both sides of that success, then it doesn't really matter. You're going to walk with failure and succeed. That's the 45-degree shift. You're going to fail and succeed, but you're going to stand for success over time. You're going to move from more stress, more trying, more fear, to more trust, more willingness to get back up one more time, because your energy is committed to success. It's just like not knowing how long the lasagna will take to cook and taking it out too often to say, is it ready? And then you touch it and it's not. So you put it back in the oven. And then you try it again in a few minutes. Nope. And then you put it back in the oven. Nope. Put it back in the oven. Nope. Put it back in the oven. And at a point, it's cooked enough. Not enough is not our problem. Not enough means I've learned that that's not the right equation and I go again. You don't mess it up when you're not enough. You just learn to be more and do more eventually over time. But when you go too much, too hard, too much because you're afraid to fail, overdoing it overdoes it. So we need to stop burning our lasagnas, burning bridges with relationships because we're so afraid we're going to be left behind, and shrinking all our clothes and bleaching our hair so hard all our hair falls out. We need to stop overdoing it and instead just stop being so worried about what it's like to test things a few times and not nail it right away. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried to be successful in your business right now. What matters is that you stand for it succeeding and that your energy is strong enough to take the failure. We're gonna fail. I'm gonna still have moments of failure. We're gonna struggle. And then we're also gonna succeed. We're gonna choose a reality that needs to coexist with the rest of the world happening the way it happens. So if we can't handle failure, that's gonna be the saddest thing. Failure is what makes success so sweet. You've got to be able to sit with failure if you're going to be able to actually feel success when it comes. We need to be able to hold it all, that duality. This is emotional intelligence. And it comes with staying in the 45-degree zone over time and sitting with yourself through your emotions. Because if not, it's I need to be more positive, more powerful, more, and then now I'm sad, boom, everything drops. Now I'm sad, now I'm disconnected. I've messed everything up, my whole energy's falling to the floor. Okay, I start again. Okay. More. Oh my gosh, I just failed at something. Oh my gosh, everything falls down. This zone is I did my best and it didn't work, but I keep my energy high and I do my best again. And it worked a little bit and I celebrate what worked and then I do my best again. And then it worked a little less and I'm a little upset with that, but I can sit here. I'm okay. I do the work. I reach out. I get a coach. I get a friend. I get a thing. I think, I talk, I journal. I feel, oh, I'm happy now. Oh, it all gets to be held here. There's no fake here. This is just your best. If you are willing to hold the energy at the 45 degrees, your life will change over time. I guarantee your life will change over time. I guarantee your life will change over time. But you got to be willing to sit with the feelings you don't want to sit with. This is something the leaders of the times before did not do. They tried to fix their feelings by gaining more power and by making moves that made them feel invincible. And they hurt a lot of people in the process. Because circumstantial power temporarily makes you feel less pain. So they took more than they needed at all costs. So they didn't have to feel not good enough. We don't need to do that. There's a new world emerging and we need to be able to sit with pain and guilt and shame and failure, because this is what's going to heal the new world. And if we can't do that in our own lives, how are we going to repair what's been broken? There's a lot that's been hurt in the world. How can we heal what's been injured if we're not willing to sit with pain? We're the first test. If you can sit with your own pain, then you're tested again and more until you can hold a collective. There's an entire world in need of healing now. And the ripple effect from the work we do, it makes a difference. But we need to be able to sit with it. So your work today is very simple. You're going to look at where you overdid it. Be super honest with yourself. In relationships, where do you overdo it? You're afraid you're not good enough, so what do you do that's not even really you? It's not even really true that you want to do this. It's not even really you, but you do this and you overdo it. Where do you do that? Where do you overdo that in your marketing? Where do you overdo this in your sales? Where do you overdo this in relationships with men? Just have a look. Where do you overdo it? And then look in your life, what's actually really successful, if there's anything, and if there isn't yet, it's okay. Just sit with where you're overdoing it. I want you to just look in your life where you're successful and notice the effortlessness there. And see how, if I were to ask you how you do those things, you'd have a really hard time telling me. You'd just be like, I just do. There's a level of trust in those areas. My mind just showed me a reel of me overdoing it. So underdoing it is okay. But what you may be overdoing is protection of your failure. So underdoing it in your marketing is overdoing self-protection. Where are you overprotecting yourself? Where are you overprotecting to make sure of something? Overthinking. So we're going to look for your zone of effortlessness, and we're going to look at where you overdo it. It is normal that there are things that you overdo. So if you beat yourself up about overdoing it, there really isn't a point to that. It's normal. So you're just going to give yourself some space and some kindness as you do this exercise, because this is about finding your effortlessness. It's not about pushing yourself again to be more or less or something or different. So even when we underdo, it's because we're overdoing protection, a protection mechanism of some sort. You're protecting something, protecting failure. Okay? So that's your work for today. Now we are done with Module 2. I'm excited about tomorrow. We're going to start talking about how this impacts us in a different kind of way, and it's very powerful. So I look forward to seeing you then. I'm going to move into talking about Femme Fatale because we did have a few questions. I know that yesterday I didn't talk a lot about it. My energy was going wee, wee, wee by the end of it. So I'm going to sit with you about this. I want to tell you that this is such groundbreaking work that we're doing here. And it might feel nerve-wracking or stressful as you go through this. Remember, you have lifetime access. Remember, you get to come back to this whenever you need it. Everything is here for a reason. We want more effortlessness so that we can go for a longer time. We want more ease and flow so this is sustainable. Because if it's sustainable, then we believe in evolution and growth over a lifetime. If you're sprinting, it's very hard to believe in evolution and growth over a lifetime because you know you're about to stop running. How can you evolve on something you're about to quit? We need to get to the sweet spot where you believe you can keep going. We're going to find that sweet spot together, and it's going to change things. And then your word becomes law, and people can trust in your presence, and things start to change on a big scale. But at first, we start here. So be kind. Breathe, journal, feel, whatever there is that comes through, let it come through. And then take some time looking at these two dualities, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so for those of you who want to talk about Femme Fatale with me, I'm going to dive into this for a few moments because there's a couple of things I want to tell you. Now, as I explained yesterday, Femme Fatale is going to be $2,222 until tomorrow's live. As soon as tomorrow's live starts, the price of Femme Fatale will be $3,333. So we have a window now up until just before the live tomorrow. What I forgot to talk about yesterday is the Magic on Legs Masterclass. Why is this important? So earlier this year, before I had ever done we had done $1 million, we hadn't done $2 million months. So earlier this year, before we'd ever done $2 million months, there was a masterclass that I ran that was called the Magic on Legs Masterclass. The channeling that came through that masterclass was absolutely intense. It was incredible, and it has now been remastered. And this is all about being magic on legs. It's all about your confidence, your personal power, your magnetism, your sex appeal. It is such a cool program. It's a 5-day with a Q&A and a French module also, and I love this masterclass. The feedback we got from this one was one of the biggest feedbacks we've ever received. Like more private messages, more emails, more people reaching out to say you've changed my life than any other masterclass. It was absolutely groundbreaking. And what's amazing with it is it touches also the very womanly, like your sex appeal, your ability to be, even in relationships. There's a lot of magic in this one. So this program is only $555. So for those of you who are like wanting to move into feminine energetics with me, and femme fatale's just out of reach, this one, $555, is a lot more accessible if it's something you would like to do. It is a full price only, so usually we only do full price. But what I've told my team is I'm okay with the payment plan. The only thing is you'd only get access to the group once your payment plan is complete. And the payment plan is a little bit more. I think it's like an extra payment or something, like $111 for 6 payments. So if you need a payment plan, you can ask my team about it. The only thing is you only receive the program once your payment plan is complete. Now, Femme Fatale is the deep dive. And it's the one where we stay in this zone around feminine energy for a really long time. 21 days. 21 days in the zone. In the exponential zone. And I saw a few people ask, like, what happens, like, how do you sit with your power? Like, how do you sit with your pain? How do you do that? Femme Fatale is the program where you really learn the skills and the tools to sit with it. How do you feel your feelings? How do you sit with pain? How do you do that? How do you not just bypass pain? How do you not just use what you've been given that's easy to get out of having to feel things and self-sabotage yourself, and also, in my opinion, the growth of the planet? Like, how do we actually manage to have the hard conversations? How do we actually process difficult feelings? How do we learn to regulate our system so that we're not so fragile that as soon as something doesn't go our way, everything falls and crumbles? How do we become the leaders of this time on the inside, the inner work, the journey within? So this program is so important to me because it is the program that honestly has created me to be who I am. Who I am is what I teach you in Femme Fatale. I teach you skills. I talk to you about money and the quantum field and all kinds of incredible things in my other programs. But Femme Fatale is how I got to be who I am and know what I know. And it is the most beautiful experience. It's a rite of passage, and it's a memory you have for the rest of your life. It really is one of those things that you can choose and your life is just never the same after that. It's the most beautiful experience. And the community in there is out of this world. I love this program so much. So what I've decided to do to make it really fun for you is, on top of the fact that it's $2,222, those of you who buy it at $2,222 also receive Magic on Legs as a bonus. So you're going to receive Magic on Legs right away, so you'll be able to dive into that one. And then when we start Femme Fatale on the 16th, you will have that. Magic on Legs is lifetime access. Femme Fatale is a journey, so it has a beginning and an end date. And, you know, it's like a 30-day experience. So when you do purchase Femme Fatale today for $2,222, or up until our live tomorrow, then it changes to $3,333, you're actually going to receive Magic on Legs as a bonus. So I'm very excited about that. Tomorrow we're going to move into different topics. So this is really the opportunity for Femme Fatale if you want to have it at this price, because then we're going to talk about other things and move into different directions. But if there's ever an opportunity for you to do this program, I hope you can take it, because truthfully, it is a work of art. And those of you who have bought it yesterday, because we have a few people who bought it yesterday, you also receive the Magic on Legs as a bonus. So on July 16th, we start Femme Fatale. That is a live program with me. Magic on Legs is pre-recorded. I'm so excited, Amy. I'm so excited, Victoria. So if you have any questions about this, you can ask the Alpha team. We have put the link for the Femme Fatale program in the announcements. If you paid for it at the 2222 mark, you would get the Magic on Legs as a bonus. So if you paid for it at 2222, you'll receive Magic on Legs as a bonus. Femme Fatale starts on the 16th of July. If you couldn't find the link, so it's not a business component in Femme Fatale. It's the journey within. So it's all your inner world. Femme Fatale is not lifetime access. Yeah, it's not lifetime access. And there's a reason I do things this way. There are things in life that we need to learn with our mind. And it's okay to have them forever because we want to go back to remember with our mind. But there are also things we need to learn like it's a life experience. And Femme Fatale is one of those programs that you've got to take knowing that it's now. The time is now. It changes the way you take the program. I've run it this way for a very long time, and the results are exponential because of this. It's incredible. And you can get a PayPal option. You just have to message the Alpha Femme team. They'll take care of you for a PayPal option. And what's the other question I was asked here? Is there a payment plan? There is. It's a short payment plan. Then if you want a longer payment plan, if you sign up before tomorrow, I will honor the same price for the next round that's in February, and then you can have a longer payment plan, a 6-month payment plan. Thank you, Amanda. That makes me so happy. So it starts on July 16th, and if you want to register for the round in February to get the same price, you can absolutely do that. The Alpha Femme team, can you pop the link and deadline in the Magic on Legs? Yeah, we're going to post those in the group, and I'm going to put them in the announcement section. So if you go to the announcements at the top, you'll be able to find everything. Does Alpha Femme Experience receive Magic on Legs? Of course. Alpha Femme Experience receives Magic on Legs, of course. I've been sitting with my grief since yesterday. Painful for sure, but looking forward to the relief. You're helping me reconnect to my feminine energy, which has been lost for years. Oh my gosh. It's foundational work so you and your business can flourish. I love that. If we miss live recordings of Femme Fatale, will we be able to rewatch? Yes, of course. Yes, and there's space between, so it's not a live every day. There's a live every few days, so you do have space to really anchor in each live. I'm so excited, Heidi. That's amazing. So excited, but intriguing. It's a very powerful experience. I work full-time. How long do I have access to Femme Fatale? So you'll have about a month to go through the whole program. How do you do the 6 months? So the payment plan is like 300 and something a month for 6 months, or 425 a month for 6 months, I think. Yeah, 425 a month for 6 months, and then you would get the February round. And you can message the Alpha Femme team for that one, or I think it might be an option at checkout. We send out, so Alpha Femme Experience has the schedule already, and for the people who register, I think we've already sent the schedule out to people who are already registered, but you receive the schedule once you register. Oh, that's amazing, Danielle. I love that. It is going to be different. It is going to be different. And when you join the AFE, yes, you do get it all. AFE is the most generous offer I've ever experienced. I'm so happy. So for Femme Fatale, there's 10 live modules. 10 live modules. So it's not every day. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Will the Magic on Legs come with the February round too? Yeah, if you purchase it during this masterclass, it will. If you purchase it, like if you set up your payment plan now, then it will, yes. And you would get access to the Magic on Legs right away. So if you set up a payment plan, you get access to Magic on Legs right away. Because the Femme Fatale payment plan is bigger than the Magic on Legs program. Or when you've done 2 payments, let's say. So, oh, I'm back. Okay, I'm here. 10 sessions spaced out over 21 days. Yes. Hey, Amanda! Amanda just bought the Femme Fatale program. I'm so excited. So the Femme Fatale program is modules. So there's 10 modules where I know exactly what I'm going to teach. So although there are parts that maybe come through that are new because I've changed since all the rounds that I've done, there's a structured sequence. There's 10 modules that are already there. You have exercises. I'm going to teach you not strategies, but ways that I regulate my feelings, my emotions. But it's a lot of magic, a lot of deepening conversations. 10 modules with homework, with exercises, with things that you learn how to do. But it's not all channeled because I already know what I'm teaching. But there will be pieces channeled because I just can't help that. But there's a structure to the program. Feeling into this, though, I'm having a whole relearning of what feminine, masculine means to me. As I identify now more as a gender queer, how would that impact going through the program? So this program is more so understanding masculine and feminine energetics. It's not necessarily about romance or where you decide to orient yourself sexually. It's more your experience as a woman. So if you identify, if you're saying you're not sure if you identify as fully woman, I don't know that you'll enjoy the program 100%, but there may be some really powerful parts in it for you. It's possible that inside of it you'd be like, this doesn't apply, this doesn't apply, this doesn't apply, because it very much is a feminine voyage. So it may not be the ideal one, but I have other ones that I think would be very good, and I'm going to be talking more about them as the program goes. But this is a very woman program, so it could feel like there's a lot that doesn't resonate. It might not be the right one. Paola, I'm so excited. This is so exciting and exactly what I've been needing. Will we get magic on legs even if we pay for the February program? If you set up your payments today, yes. Or before the live tomorrow. I feel like I have to do Femme Fatale even though I'm in multiple other programs right now and I'm spending way more than I'm earning. I've been there. As soon as you sign up, you will get the schedule. They don't send it out before. Thank you, Shamika. Yeah, it froze. Would the timings be the same like this early morning? Would the recaps work the same? The recaps work the same. The way I run my business, because this is a global business, we have women in time zones all over the world. So I try to have flexible times so everyone can catch at least a few lives. But you don't have to catch them all live. You can show up live if you want. You can catch all of the replays if you want. Or you can catch all of the replays that are convenient in your time zone. Like all the ones that are convenient in your time zone, you watch them live, and the other ones you watch the replays, and that's perfect. Is there a link for Femme Fatale on here? Maybe the Alpha Femme team can just post the Femme Fatale link and I'll pin it. I'm not sure if I missed it. It was freezing. Is Femme Fatale and the masterclass part of AFE? Yes, Luciana, it is. It is. It's my pleasure, Liz. Everything is part of the AFE. Is there a Q&A to that program? Yes, there is a Q&A to that program. So if the Alpha team wouldn't mind putting the Femme Fatale link in here, I'll pin it to the top. My desire and what I'm working on is money and allowing money into my business and life. Is Femme Fatale more appropriate or one of the money programs? So this is a great question. Femme Fatale is very much so the experience of receiving. So how you experience receiving in life does impact money. So there's a very powerful thing about doing inner work, mindset work, belonging work, emotional intelligence work, and money work together. Because a lot of times we connect those two things. Even though they're not really connected, we sabotage because we think they are. And I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow. So Femme Fatale starts on the 16th, if you're able to pay in full or do the payment plan that works, like a shorter payment plan for this round. If not, if you need a longer payment plan, then you can do the February round on a longer payment plan. So if what you're really looking for is something about money, Exponential Wealth is such an incredible program around money. It's just, there's a magic with the inner work and the money work. But if it's really money that you're waiting for, I'll be talking about more things throughout this masterclass. Is there such a thing as overdoing courses, as in taking too many at once? I think that depends on why you're taking them. So abundance of desire is abundance of desire. So if it's on the frequency of abundance, then no. But if it's abundance because of lack, then yes. So if it's like, I need this or else I'm going to fail. I need this or else I'm never going to be good enough. I need this or else I'm never going to do this. I need this because I'm not good enough. If it's from that place, then you want to breathe and sit with yourself. But if it's desire, like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I desire to do that. I want that experience. This feels good for me. Abundance of desire is very different than extreme lack and I need to have everything or else I'm going to fail. So I would say that's the biggest difference. This was mind-blowing. I always manifest more when I take Femme Fatale. Yay! Thank you for all your help, ladies. I appreciate you so much. Can we take the AFE anytime? Yes, and I'll talk about that more inside of this too, but maybe closer to the end so I'm not overwhelming you with a million things. So to keep it really clear, right now the two things we're talking about is magic on legs, Magic on Legs is $555. It's 5 live modules recorded with a recorded Q&A and then a French version with the English subtitles. And it's $555, and you can pay in full for that one, or you can ask for a payment plan, but then you only get access once you've paid for the whole thing. And then Femme Fatale right now is $2,222. It's a 21-day program, 10 modules in it. They're all live. There is going to be a Q&A as part of it, and you do have time to catch up at the end in case you haven't been able to see it all live. There's like a 10-day or so to catch up on it. How can we get rid of the feeling of lack? Which program would help with that? Femme Fatale. So Femme Fatale is the one where you learn to regulate your feelings, and it's not about getting rid of the feeling of lack. It's how to navigate it so that it isn't true as the only truth, and it's instead just one of the things that you navigate while you're standing for something different. So it's where you reclaim your power, your feminine energy power. It would be Femme Fatale. So I'm trying to think if I've said everything. 2222. Tomorrow it goes up to 3333, and when you buy before tomorrow, you also get Magic on Legs as a bonus. I think I've said all the things. If I've forgotten anything, you can ask the Alpha Femme team. They've got your back. And the link is posted also in the announcements section. So if you go into the group in the announcements, you'll be able to see the live videos, you'll be able to see everything that we've posted, and the links are there as well. What a relief. I realized I wanted Femme Fatale out of lack. Now I'm feeling good enough. I feel more at peace. Every single thing I will ever offer you is from an opportunity for more. So this masterclass on its own, this course that we're doing right now on its own is so amazing. And I know that a lot of times after this, it ignites a desire to continue and to be in the energy for a longer time. There's a difference between continuing in the energy and this not being enough. This is enough. Even if this is all you do, it's enough. It's all about the continuation and the desire to say, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I love this energy. I love what I'm learning. I love that. I think I want to continue in that direction. It's all from a place of abundance. If you catch yourself thinking that there's something that's wrong with you or you need it, just check with yourself, because none of this is about lack. It's all about abundance. We want to say, from this, where do I desire to continue? Let me check my options if I want to continue. But this class on its own is more than enough. Rose Morris from Femme Fatale in February. I'm so excited. So Magic on Legs is the energy of magnetism that a woman is when she's in alignment with her emotions and her confidence and her energy. So it's really understanding the energetics of womanhood and how to really be a magnet for the things that we desire, so that we don't need to work hard, but instead we're using our energy to attract the things that we desire. So Magic on Legs is kind of like if you could imagine the visual of women's legs, and then everything is just magnetism. That's like the visual that I give. Let's see if there's anything else. Would Femme Fatale help with overcoming scarcity? 100%. Is Femme Fatale beneficial if you've been doing a lot of inner work? Do you go deeper? I mean, this program, the women in my world are very powerful women. And this program I hold for women who are in all different kinds of walks of life, but even my clients who have been doing personal development for years, who are millionaires or make 6 figures a month, are married, are incredible marriages, they still rave about the program. And I take this program and it's good enough for me to change me every round. And I would consider that I've done a lot of personal development work. So if I benefit from running it live for myself, then I believe that you will benefit from being there. If I believed that the information in this is something I didn't need anymore, I would just sell the replays. Every time I lead something live, you can be sure that I believe that it's right up there, because it means I want to experience it too. If not, I can put the replay and I can say, I really said what was needed to be said there. It's good. I'm happy with it. I said it. It's great. But when I want to put myself back in the energy, it says a lot. Do we still get Magic on Legs if we sign up for the February round? Yes, if you sign up before tomorrow's live. I feel FOMO to not take Femme Fatale live. I think the fear of missing out is lack, right? So every time we have a fear of lack, it's just something that we do in life. So what I can say is, if you experience fear of missing out in a lot of places in your life, if it's something that you often feel and it's something that you want to work on, you're in a good place in this masterclass. So just sit with this masterclass. If it's something that you desire to do, that's amazing. But the fear of missing out is not a good reason to purchase something. I think I missed it. What program is going up tomorrow? No, to 3333, Angela, and it's the Femme Fatale one. Let's see. Would it help me with my hypersensitivity too? It sounds weird, but I'm an empath and I take on others' energies. Yes. Yeah, all the things that are emotions and personal power. Do you have any sense of how long AFE will stay at the current price? We have been talking about that, but I don't yet know. I know that it's that now, but I don't know yet. And the price of 2222, even if we want to wait until February but sign up today. So the only thing is if you do a payment plan, so some people are not available in July, so they bought it at 2222 paid in full for the July round, for the February round, because they can't go in July. If it's because you need a payment plan, the payment plan's a little bit more. I think it's $2,555 because it's on installments, but you would get to lock that in instead of it being 3333 or 3888. So if you sign up today for the February round, if you pay in full for the February round, it would be 2222. If you pay in installments for the February round, it's 2555 in installments, like 6 payments of 425. Let's see. Do you have any sound? Okay, this I've already answered. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for your truth and truly inspiring energy and words. I'm blessed to have found you. I don't even know how I did, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful too. Melanie, it's so important to take it live and then do... is it important to take it live, then do it in February with the recordings? So it will also be live in February. It's going to be a different round. Femme Fatale, I do live. It changes my life every time I run it. So even if you purchase the February round, you will still be purchasing a live round. It will just be the live February round. I'm feeling this so much. I can't wait for Femme Fatale. FOMO is my struggle. So if the fear of missing out is your struggle, this is something that we can work on with your emotions and your energetics. It's something that needs to be healed, right? But then you would have to buy the program, and this is where it gets, you're going to have to do some work with yourself tonight. You've got to buy the program from a place of desire to heal that fear, not from the fear of missing out, on the fear of missing out, you know? I'm not clear what you mean when you say February round. So when I run programs live, let's say now there's one in July, so it's going to be the July round of Femme Fatale. So it's going to be 21 days and then 10 modules in July. I'm also going to do a live round in February. So if you can't join now, either because the timing isn't right or because the payment plan is too short, you can sign up to come and do the program live with me in February. So you wouldn't do it with me in July. You can pay for it over 6 months, or you pay for it in full, but you only do it in 6 months or 7 months, whenever February is. But that's what the February round means. Will you be offering a promo price for AFE? We never discount the AFE, so there isn't really a promo price for the AFE. We don't discount it. But I will talk about it though. You can wait until, oh, thank you, Amy, for saying it. I won't be able to join a single live call, which makes me reluctant to sign up. I want to absorb the live energy. I totally get that. If you want to sign up for the February round and you think you can make the time then, you can do that. But I will tell you, I have had women do it all on the recording and tell me they thought it was the best thing, because you're still going to be in the live energy of the group. It's not so much the live energy of the call as the live energy of the group. There's something about the people in it. So even if you caught them all on replay, it doesn't really matter. Does AFE have a private session component or just access to all the programs? It's just access to all of the programs. So I will talk about the AFE a little later. I just don't want to overwhelm people. Okay? So, and I'm telling you, like, if you want to test and see how you feel about replays, just watch one of these again. Just see how it feels to watch it on the replay. The energy is fantastic. It's the fact that they're recorded live that's really powerful, and that this is really the real, most recent energy and knowing and knowledge that I have. That's what really makes it powerful. It's not the fact that it is in the moment live. The transmissions are super powerful. It's that it's the most up-to-date version, and you're in the live energy of the container. So even if you have to watch the replays, it's fine. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of people who told me they prefer the replays because they can pause and take notes. Or, you know, their kid walks in and needs something, they can press pause and they don't feel like they just missed a big chunk. So they actually really enjoy the replays. So exciting. I'm in the continuation from February and I can't wait to do it again. I'm so excited. So on this note, I'm going to wish you the most extraordinary day. Have fun. Take the time. Where do you overdo it? Where is overdoing it in your life? And then where in your life are things really working smoothly? And you realize that those are the places where you're in your zone of 45 degrees. So I want to thank you with all of my heart. Thank you for being here. I love you. You're beautiful. You smell nice. I don't feel the FOMO. I feel good. And I know that the time I'll invest, I will be with the right time with badass women to live this experience. That is fantastic. I understand completely. Thank you. I'll be asking myself today, is this authentically out of desire? And is it the right timing or out of the feeling that I must in order to be my best? I know I have desired it since I discovered you. My only hesitation is telling my hubby I'm buying another program. I totally get it. So feel into your power, because decisions made from power go so much further, right? Replays rock. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah. I'll see you soon.